prepare for liftoff.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our final day of football in the English Premier League for the 2019-2020 season. So we have 10 simulations coming to you at the same time. Tons of action. We have people fighting for Europa League, for Champions League, in the relegation battle, and also just placement. I mean, at the end of the day, one place up can be a big boost to your transfer budget. So there's a lot to fight for on this last day of football. In this match we have a big battle in regards to the relegation battle. No, I'm not talking about Arsenal. Yeah, we all want them relegated, but they'll be doing fine. Anyway, we're talking about Watford. Watford are now in the relegation zone on goal difference, with Villa going and beating Arsenal 1-0. They've put pressure on this Watford team to go out and win, which is not going to be an easy feat. This Arsenal team have had good form as of recently. Yeah, they've had one or two blimps, but nothing to really burst their bubble, and that's why I'm going to go with the Arsenal 3-0 victory. Sorry Watford, but I just think Arsenal's going to have way too much for you guys. But let's go straight into that simulation. Just before that though, hit that subscribe button and like and comment on this video. It really helps me out. Can Watford go out here at the Emirates Stadium and keep their Premier League hopes alive, or are they going to stutter here and continue their fall from what looked like a safe position to getting relegated? I mean, they're going to put a lot of hope into West Ham beating them and then being able to get maybe a draw out of this match, but they need to go there hoping that they can force a victory, cause those mistakes, because at times this Arsenal defense does look weak and it does look vulnerable, so they need to try to take advantage of that. But Arsenal are good in attack, and when they break away they've got a lot of pace, skill, they've got players that can pick out those passes, so Watford have to be careful at the back but also be confident going forward. I mean, at the end of the day, if them and Villa lose, it's going to be goal difference, so they need to try also. If they do lose, they need to keep that down to a 1-goal margin and hope that West Ham put 3 past Villa. But let's see how this one plays out. I think Arsenal are going to have too much for this Watford team. Decore, Hughes, Capu here for Messina. Messina fires it across. Ooh, into the side netting there. Goal kick. Decore had the opportunity there. You have to say though, Bert Leno was covering that near post with his whole body. There was no gap there for a ball to get past. Maybe he should have gone back across box. I know it just came from that side. That could have thrown the goalkeeper off. Obviously Bert Leno won't be playing as he's injured. Tries to find Lacazette. Lacazette manages to get it somehow. Pepe. Caballos, Ozil, Caballos, back to Ozil, Lacazette here to Ozil, Caballos, Lacazette, Caballos, back of the net here, and Watford are already a goal down early on in this first half, and things seem like they'll just get worse and worse if this continues. Great goal there, great team goal, well worked around the box. Just laid off there for Caballos to come on in his stride and hit that with ferocity. Boom. I think it was Caballos that started this all, and great shot, laces. Didn't leave anything up to fate there. Foster couldn't get anything on it. Just put his laces through, didn't try to place it, didn't try anything fancy, just power. Danny Caballos. Probably going back to Spain. I don't think he'll extend his stay at Arsenal. Decore, Hughes, Messina. The sad thing is, without having that crowd, I mean, usually you would have the crowd watching these other matches that are relevant to you, and then you hear them react when things like this happen. But we don't have that today, so I don't know if the people... Oh! I don't know if the people that are in charge of creating that stadium ambience with the sound systems is going to take that into consideration and add those oohs and yes and celebrations when goals go in at other matches. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out today. David Luiz, Xhaka, Özil, Lacazette, Özil, Aubameyang, back to Özil, all the way back to Saka, Özil, Xhaka, Saka on the ball here. Bad cross though. He apologizes immediately. He just cut across that. Not the greatest attempt there. Foster to get us going. Nothing he could have done to prevent that goal, which is a shame. Özil. Pepe. What can Pepe do here? He goes back to Bellerin. Pepe. Back to Bellerin. Bellerin shows too much of it, but it falls for Lacazette. This time Foster is equal to the attempt. Great save there. Falls happily and luckily here for Lacazette, but Foster is equal to it. Shouts at his defense immediately, as he should be doing. They let him down. Pepe to put this ball in. And then it comes. Can they make it more woes here for this Watford team? Ooh, Özil with the shot, but directly at a defender. Pepe has another chance here to put it in. Good defensive work there. It falls to Ceballos though. Pepe. Pepe loses possession, and it's now Messina breaking away. Delafeu, I don't think he'll be playing either. Cathcart. Decore to Delafeu. Decore. Delafeu now. Back to Hughes. Capu. Decore. It's going to fall for him. Should have taken that on the volley. He went for the header and it was a looping weak one. Not going to test the goalkeeper with that. Goalkeeper will probably be Martinez playing. He's been good since taking over from Bert Leno. Obviously Bert Leno injured. Pepe. Bellerin. Forward here for Özil. Xhaka back to Özil. Pepe. Goes back to Mustafi. Özil. Ceballos. You have to say the work that Arteta is doing for Arsenal is great. Good football they're playing, but if I'm looking at weaknesses in this team, I have to say it's defense and midfield. He's managing to get a lot out of these players, which are average players. Another shot there from Ceballos, but directly at Foster. But you think they need to bring in different players. Midfield, is Xhaka really the greatest? Ceballos probably leaving, they need to fill that role. There's a lot of talk of Aubameyang leaving, and you can't see why not. He's such a good player to be playing in Europa League, if they're lucky. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for them. Unless he sees the vision of the project that Arteta's trying to build. But then you could join so many managers. But this half has ended. Arsenal 1, Watford 0. Arsenal with the goal in possession, which is the difference between these two teams. Don't count Watford out. They have had opportunities in that first half. They had 5 shots, 2 on target, but Arsenal have the goal and that's all that matters. And they're holding on to possession and playing some good football. So it's going to be a difficult route back into this match, if there is any route back for this Watford team. The only thing for them is they must know Arsenal do have a sloppy defense. So there is always opportunities to, make that defense count. Or pay, sorry. Delafeu on the ball. Decore. Forger for Delafeu again. Decore, Hughes, Capu. Over the top here for Saar. But he's got Saka in company there. I was going to say in support, but he's not supporting him. He's trying to win the ball. Ozil, Chaka, Ozil, Ceballos, spreads it here for Aubameyang. And that's always sad for me to see Aubameyang on that wing. But if he plays through the middle, then the chances are Lacazette is not playing. And Lacazette's a decent player, he needs to be playing every week. Saka to Ozil. Ozil loses possession here. Capu comes in brilliantly to snatch that ball off of him. Saar. Firmino to get us going from this throw-in. Cabaselli. Firmino. Capu. Saar doesn't get the ball. Ozil gets this one going with Lacazette. Ceballos spreads it here for Aubameyang. Chaka. Ozil. He lets it run for Saka. Aubameyang. Aubameyang flies it over the top there. Back to Pepe, who gets it back into the box. Capu to get us going here for this Watford team. But he just gives a poor ball there. Easy for Bellerin to come in and snatch it off Delafeu. Offside. Chaka coming off. Guendouzi coming on. Obviously there's a side story there. Guendouzi would not be coming on. He's fallen out with this Arsenal manager and this Arsenal team, so don't think we'll be seeing him in an Arsenal shirt again. Dini. Decore. Back to Hughes. Decore, Hughes. Forward here for Delafeu. Dini. Hughes. Decore. Delafeu. Oh, Decore. Loses possession there, and it's Ozil breaking away of all players. He does not have great pace. Bellerin. He does have great pace though. And he's running all the way here to the goal line. Puts a decent ball in. But no one can get to it. And goes out for Arsenal, thrown in a decent position here. Substitutions though. Dini off. Andre Gray on. Can he come in and snatch a goal, which could mean the world of difference to this Watford team? A draw could be enough to see them move out of the relegation zone. Aubameyang. And it's going forward here with Saar. Gray now on the ball. Saar. Ooh. Gray made a great run there, and he didn't have any of the defense on that right hand side, so if the ball was just fed through there, he would have been running with no defenders close. Lacazette. Guendouzi. Lacazette to Aubameyang. Saka. Aubameyang. Ooh, Foster came a long way there to get that one. But he puts it out. Ozil off. Nketiah on. Aubameyang taking the throw. Aubameyang with the ball in. Ooh, nearly falls to the feet there of Pepe. Hughes puts it forward here. Gray on the ball. Capu to Saar to Hughes. And possession is lost. Guendouzi breaking forward now. Puts it through here for Lacazette. Nearly made it 2-0, but Foster has done good work here to keep the score very low. Goal difference could also play a part. Well struck, but well covered there by the goalkeeper. We're in the final 10 minutes of regular time. Don't think there'll be much in terms of additional time, so this is do or die time for Watford. But it's going to be coming in from Arsenal. First they have to defend. And they defend well. Now can they break away? Delafeo looked like he was held up there by Sako, but referee didn't see it that way. Caballos. Bellerin Forger for Pepe. Bellerin. Caballos. Caballos dribbling in here. Takes the shot on, but well defended there. Man gets his body in the way. Nketiah.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Pepe. And that's it for this match. It has ended Arsenal 1, Watford 0. Positives in this simulation by FIFA for this Watford team. They didn't lose by a big margin, with goal difference still able to play a part in who stays up from this relegation battle. So that's a good result for Watford in a way. Yes, of course they want to win or get a draw at least, but they're going up against Arsenal, and I still think Arsenal just have played brilliantly since Project Restart, and I think they're going to have too much for this Watford team, which puts the ball in Aston Villa or Bournemouth squad. I don't think Bournemouth can get out of it. You never know. Final day of the season, miracles can happen. But if you enjoyed this simulation, there were 9 other simulations that went off at the same time, because all the football matches, of course, kicked off at the same time. So if you want to check those out, be sure to subscribe, go check my video feed, and also turn on bell notifications so you can get future pop-ups of matches that get simulated with my predictions and everything. Until next time, peace.